Quinn Bankalari and All Things Insurance bring you Twin Cities on the Move. Don't know what episode this is. We're going to say it's episode number 1 because it's kind of a fresh start for us. My name's Paul St. Andrew. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Justin Sheeler with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Joel Benson with Cardinal Financial, NMLS number 1064642.
It's good to see you, fellas.
Yeah, you too.
Good to be seen, right?
Been a while.
So we're back. It has been a little while. We're gonna, I tell you, for our audience, we're gonna dust this show off and bring it back here in kind of a new resurrected format. Everybody knows we're realtors, we're lenders. We've talked about real estate over and over and over again. We will touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
We will. And if you need anything lending wise or real estate related, please don't hesitate. You can DM us, get a hold of us on social media, reach out, call us, text us anytime. We're happy to help you with any of your real estate needs. But frankly, talking about selling houses and buying houses and mortgages does get a little boring. So,
a little bit.
So we're going to take this bad boy on the road.
Yeah,
for
sure.
the year.
Speaking of being on the road, where are we?
Right? Target Field.
And who do we have sitting right here?
Well, we have Corey from the Minnesota Twins. Corey, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you for being here today. It's the season starting here as we record this in just a couple days, and we thought, what better place to kick off our new show than right here at the Target Field with you. So thanks again for having us. Man, it's going to be a good season.
It is going to be a great season.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it outside right now. But, the season does start in 2 days, and the home opener is a week from Thursday. And yeah, we'll have the ballpark ready, and it'll be a lot of fun.
It's all hands on deck to scoop this stuff out, I'm sure.
Of course, we didn't get snow all year, and then right before we open up the Twin season.
No, for sure. Well, and one cool thing, tell me if I'm wrong, I heard this fast fact, that field is actually heated, isn't it?
That is correct. Yeah, the field is heated above freezing. It's typically anywhere from 35 to 40 degrees. There's just a big blanket, so when they pull it off every March, it's the greenest grass in Minnesota. It's probably the Midwest, so
wow.
It's great.
It's super neat. I know, it's really cool. So I know I've been here, it's been very cold. And when I've been here before, and very warm too, but it's amazing. You look out and the sun's bright and it's 25 degrees, but there's grass. The grass looks like it's July.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
And you're a season ticket holder, correct?
I do. I share tickets with a good friend of mine, and Corey is actually, he's been my ticket rep for, goodness, since you were a teenager.
Yeah, it's going on 11 years is how long that Paul and I have been connected through the Twins.
So and it's been great. Tell me again, what you're the manager?
I'm the manager of season memberships and retentions. So
Okay.
My job is to keep people like Paul coming back year after year, no matter what happens on the field. He enjoys what's going on in the seats and the food and watching Twins baseball year after year.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be at the ballpark.
Well, obviously, if you've had season tickets for 11 years.
And who doesn't like to come out here? You know, I mean,
It is.
A beautiful evening in the summertime. There's nothing like it. It's such a great spot, and even just the view, such a beautiful view of downtown, and it's just a fun place to be all year round. How many season ticket holders are there?
There's typically around 6,000 plus.
Okay.
That number fluctuates in the thousands all the time, just depending on the year.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a pretty average number for us.
Okay.
And then throughout baseball, that's a very high number for the rest of probably
Really?
baseball. Yeah, outside of like your Dodgers and your Yankees, and the Padres especially right now. But no, we're very fortunate to have the fan base that we have. It's a very passionate fan base that loves to get outside during the summer.
For sure.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it is. It's great. So, if a person, you have millions of packages for all kinds of different lifestyles and people and what they have going on, I'm sure, huh?
Absolutely. So, it's everything from somebody who lives downtown and wants to attend every game to businesses that want to bring clients out to games. So we have our most popular package is our Flex plan, which allows you just a bank of tickets. So you, instead of buying 20 games, you have 20 tickets. So you can come to 10 games with 2 people, or you can go to 1 game with 20. It really is just
that's
okay.
cool.
everything in between, and then work your way up to 20 game packages, 40 240 full season, and you just have the flexibility with baseball in 81 games, where you can kind of move things around to fit your schedule. So
Right.
that's our goal, is to keep people coming out, using their seats, and bringing family and friends.
Okay.
And do you have to be a millionaire to afford season tickets or no?
Good question.
Yeah,
No,
right,
the
right.
common misconception is that tickets are thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
They can be, but no, our flex plan starts at 580, and our 20 game plan in our field view starts at $260 a seat.
that's not
So
bad.
you could
Isn't
be
that great?
you could be a season ticket holder for $260.
Wow.
And, the benefit is we have a year round payment plan. So if you don't want to pay $260 up front, you can break it down, divided by 12. I'm not very good at math, but I'll let you guys figure that out. So, but no, we allow everything from $260 all the way up to thousands of dollars, depending on where you want to sit and what amenities you want.
Nice.
You know, I was wondering earlier, when we look out at the field, what's the breakdown of season ticket holders? Are they most, because I'm kind of a ticket snob when I go to events. I
Yeah.
like to be up close. Are most of them going to be down low, or are there season ticket holders that are, you know, in the outfield or in the upper levels? Or
Great question. So I have found this really interesting over the years of doing this. Everybody has their own, this is the best seat kind of at Target Field.
For sure.
So the majority of folks are on the first base side, which is the side we're on of Target Field, in all areas. So all the way down, I would say that that's going to be the majority, but they throughout the entire ballpark. There's people who sit in the corners, underneath the scoreboard to right behind home plate. Everywhere in the ballpark, outside of a couple locations we have specifically for groups, is season ticket
It
based.
can be.
Gotcha.
season
Yep,
tickets. Okay.
and there are season tickets in there. So
Interesting.
but it's always it's fun to watch people. Some people absolutely love the aisle, or you hate the aisle. So it's fun to see. Like I'm a person that loves to sit in the middle of a section, so nobody's walking in front of me.
Okay.
but majority people love the aisle.
I love the aisle.
I like to be able to get in and out.
Yeah.
It's like going to the ball game with Shrek. when
Yeah.
you go in. Okay. So if I can lean into the aisle a little bit, and give you a little space, that's,
Yeah.
I feel like it's at least a little common courtesy,
I also found it interesting. We had talked about this earlier, that I'd been in the Budweiser deck for a company event, and that there are actually like individual tickets available to that
Yeah,
section,
I
right?
didn't know that either.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if we
Occasionally, right?
Yeah, our roof deck is
Not so
part of our hospitality, which is like suites and different areas of the ballpark. They are kind of all inclusive, but we do have some dates reserved where fans can buy a ticket up there, and it's going to range anywhere from $25 to $40, depending on the game.
not bad
But
at
you
all.
can you have your own bar, your own bathroom up there to take advantage of, and you have the access to an elevator to bring you down to the main concourse if you need to. So.
That's a good spot. And then what center field, the Delta area?
The Delta Sky 360 suite
Yeah.
I'm actually in charge of, and it is the hidden gem of the ballpark.
Yeah.
That and it's the best value in the ballpark for anybody. And I'm not just saying that because I'm in charge of it. It's because you get a great view of the game. There's only about 120 people in there per
Okay.
game, and it's all inclusive. All your beer, all your wine, all your food, ice cream, everything is included for your ticket, which averages around $100 a ticket.
Man.
When you're coming to a ball game, you don't have to worry. I always tell people who are coming in there that you don't need to worry about anything but maybe a tip for their servers. So it's
There's service there
Yep,
too.
there's
isn't
that's
there?
servers
great.
in there that
sounds
bring you
awesome.
everything. But yeah, it's all season ticket holders. It's sold out. We have a wait list to get in there because the people who are in there, they know.
They
They're
don't
like,
wanna go.
it's like Cheers in there. It's really fun. Like everybody knows your name. Everybody knows every server, and they all have a blast.
It
in there.
looks
So-
like a lot of fun.
It is.
I know I stand up above it a lot. I have my young son, he's a Pizza Luce
Oh yeah,
fan. And right above it is the center field with Pizza Luce and a bar and stuff. And that's a fun spot to hang out too. But then you look down on these guys and you think, man, I'd love to be those. I'd love to be in there. So it's really a fun spot. So I don't know. Anybody that's listening, I'm sure most people, that are listening have been to a game or at least one.
Yeah, for sure.
If you haven't, it's such a worthwhile event, man, for sure. It's just good old family fun. And like you said, it's very economical.
Yes.
Even just at single game seats. They're not, it's probably one of the best deals in town.
Yeah.
on a summer night.
And you can go in on it with friends too. You don't have to do it all yourself like Paul's doing. I mean, he's splitting that with a friend.
I split some seats with a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've done that for years. It's been fantastic. So,
Well, I'm
and-
excited about what the Twins are going to
Well, I
do
was
this
gonna
year.
say,
We're going to say, hey,
there is players
as
on the
exciting
field,
as we are.
So, I know. What do you think? What's your prognosis? Here?
Absolutely, the team is going to be outstanding. I'll just say that outright. I'm saying that I'm a company man, but no, we're going to be able to hit the ball extremely well this year.
Yep.
Our lineup is probably one of the best I've been a part of with the Twins. We lost some key pieces, but we're definitely going to be able to fill that with guys that most people that are listening haven't heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can promise you, most people here, even probably at this table, didn't know who Edward Julian was
No.
last year. I mean,
And
he was awesome.
He's a Canadian guy.
he is a Canadian
Yeah.
guy. He is an absolute blast to work with. Him and Royce Lewis are hilarious
Royce
for how
is
young
fantastic.
for how young they are. But that's the kind of folks that we have coming
Mm-hmm.
up that the average, like the general fan, is not aware of, and
Mm-hmm.
we're excited to show you guys that. So,
Well, you hear like when they first get drafted, and like Royce Lewis was like one of the top picks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then because you don't get to see him right away usually, all of a sudden they come back and you're like, oh man, there he is. He actually did turn
no,
into
he's
something.
quite a hitter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baseball is very different when it comes to the draft. You'll have guys that develop that were top picks that really didn't pan out, and they'll have
Yeah.
guys like Mike Trout who's drafted in the 30s, and every team passed on him at least once.
Right.
And here he is, the best player in baseball for years and
Isn't that
years and
amazing?
years. So.
Yeah. You never know. You
What are they
never
going to do
know.
about pitching? I know we lost Sonny Gray this year.
Yeah, but we're getting Chris Paddock back. So having
And a healthy Chris Paddock. this
healthy
time, right?
healthy team right now outside of the bullpen, and they've
Yep.
had a little bit of some bumps and bruises at the end of spring training, which is to come with any team. But no, the pitching: Pablo, Joe Ryan, Bailey Ober. Bailey Ober has looked
The nightmare?
yeah, Bailey Ober has looked really good this spring though,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Louis Varland will be on there,
Yeah.
and like we mentioned,
Did
Chris Paddock.
Did he make the rotation, Varland?
Varland,
Is he the Minnesota kid?
he is the Minnesota kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. I'm not Derek Falvey, so I'm not going to say that he's made the rotation.
Okay.
That's still for the
But if you
roster.
were, Derek.
I would. If I was Derek, I'd say given his performance outside of one bumpy outing. But spring training this is where these people learn. Like that's where guys adjust their pitches and stuff like that.
You got to be able to make mistakes.
Yep.
Well, and here's the thing. I think too. I don't know. They've lost their last 5 games in spring training
Yep.
as we record this, and today is their last spring training game, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
As
Yep.
we record this, so go get that out of your system now.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? And they're going to start in Kansas City. And I always think, man, get those kinks out.
Yeah.
That's part of what going to Fort Myers is for, I think, too. And I know my favorite pitcher, I think, as of late, he's out right now, Duran.
Yeah.
And
He's one of the best closers in baseball. right?
He's solid. He's a solid reliever for sure. And I heard a thing just the other day. These sports guys were talking that he pulled a quadricep. Something in his leg, and it's because
Oblique, I believe.
is that what it is,
it's
or like
oblique.
a rib?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
oblique.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody mentioned that it's because he throws so hard that his foot slams down on the mound so hard that he pulled a muscle.
Wow.
You know, and he's consistently over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Wow.
definitely, like you said, one of the best closers in baseball.
Yeah.
But that comes, I mean, similar when everybody watched Justin Morneau swing. That guy, he was violent swinging.
Yeah.
And he was hurt.
He's hurt all the
Big
time.
back problems
Yeah.
well,
because of
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's
So-
not baseball, but
it wears on you. But
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
we'll hopefully have him back here in a few weeks. But unfortunately, don't get to start the season with him. So
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's a long season.
it's a long season.
favorite
You know-
players?
You know who we do get to start the season with is that center fielder.
Oh, Pirate
Bucks?
Yeah, that's exciting to see him come back. He looks a lot leaner, if you ask me, just in the few games I've watched.
He, from the people I've talked to in spring training, he looks toned. Tone.
Yeah.
He's
so
Could he
strong.
get any more tone?
Yeah.
Man, or not?
He's so
He
strong.
always
Yeah,
seems like he's in great shape.
yeah.
If he can stay healthy.
Yes, if he can stay healthy, when he stays healthy.
Yeah, I was curious. What kind of interaction do you have with the players?
So with working with clients, we do a lot of things through our wish list that people sign up for, so we get an idea of like, what does Paul really like to do as a season ticket holder? Is he more
Drink
of a
beer
is he more of a experiential?
Check.
I like autographs. I like this kind of stuff.
Sure.
Or does he like going down on the field with his family? So doing that, we have players sign autographs, and we have meet and greets during Twins Fest with just season ticket holders.
Right.
So that's the interaction that I have. We actually had a fan forum last Tuesday where we called every single season ticket holder, and Royce, Lewis, and Julian were on there, and they just talk about the season, and fans
cool.
get to.
That's cool.
But we get a little bit of time between that to kind of get to know the players, especially through COVID. I got to really know Royce Lewis through a lot of events that we did virtually. So
Oh, sure.
that's kind of the interaction. It's not so much day to day, but events driven, and kind of giving them a heads up. So
Well, that's
Nice.
neat, man.
Yeah,
That was a fun job. And you've been here for how long?
this will be my 14th season. I started as an intern in 2011 and have been full time since 2012.
Wow.
So yes,
This is, wow, man. Well, this is your career.
Well, you must be doing something right, obviously, because
And you-
keeping guys like this happy and coming back and
Yeah.
making sure fans, businesses, everybody loves coming to Target Field no matter what happens on the diamond. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And speaking of some of my favorite things, I really, honestly, the food at this ballpark is, I go to other games and I go see other sports and other things, around town especially, but by far, you got everybody beat as far as food goes. For sure.
And I'm just so happy that Corey's able to tell us about the new menu this year.
We were trying to beat him up on the new food. He's
top
like,
secret.
It's a top secret.
It's so secret that you can't even talk about it.
that's correct. We our catering partner Delaware North, who does all of our catering. They have one big media day that's going to be this coming Monday on April 1st. It's not a joke, where they release all the new products, all the new partnerships that
That's
we have.
cool.
They do such a good job with partnering in the metro, as Paul said, like Pizza Luce, like Red Cow, La Tapatia, like all those places. So there's definitely a lot of new things to come. They always surprise us with some new stuff, and it's always a blast. But yeah, mum's the word for me. I'm not at liberty to kind of give. I don't even know, so it's not even like I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
They won't even.
Until Monday when we all find out together.
But there
So,
will be new food.
there will absolutely
Every
be
year
new
there's
food.
one or two at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
They typically they kind of see what works, what didn't work. But I'd say to expect anywhere from 8 to 10 new items.
Nice.
That people can.
I'm looking
come
forward
out.
to trying each one of them.
Me too. It's always fun. It's always fun, man. So, well, thanks again. And hey, before you go, everybody, listen to this. Corey was so kind. He has 4 personal seats to every game, and he decided to share those with us today. So it's going to be for the Dodger game on the 10th of April. And here's how you win, okay? If you see, we're going to post this online like we always do. You share it. We'll see that you shared it and you're entered. It's that simple. So share our podcast to win Corey's seats here for April 10th. It's a 4-pack to the Dodger game. So thanks, man.
And if you need season tickets, call Corey Johnson.
Yep. Yeah, send me a DM. I can get a hold of Corey anytime. All right, send him our way. So
Real quick here, I wanted to share this. We talked about this earlier. So I'm a hockey guy, right?
Yep.
So no, but I was talking about how my big connection with the Twins is back in '87 when they were,
Yes.
going to all the games, painting my face, going to the parade. And I was talking to Corey about it, and he let me know that he was around at that time. He was 3 weeks old.
I was.
And I didn't feel
The
old.
reason why they won.
Yeah, good luck charm, right?
Thanks, Corey.
Appreciate it.
So that aged me a little bit. I was a freshman in high school at that time.
well, I got you beat, but I was actually at a couple of those games in '87. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of
Oh,
fun.
were you at the one where they said, touch them? Oh, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Not.
Oh.
I was not. No,
I forgot
it
to
was
mention
a lot of fun.
also growing up, Kirby, when he first, Kirby Puckett, obviously, but when he was first signed with the Twins, he lived with his wife, Tanya, at the time, her parents, while they were building a house out of Edinburgh. He lived 4 houses down from me for pretty close to a year. So we used to walk by, and he was always super nice. I remember he had a Ford Bronco too, those old,
Oh,
Yeah, the little
he'd be out there washing his truck, and he'd let us help him, and he was super.
Really?
Yeah, he was super
Wow.
nice. Great guy.
Wow, what a man and so much history with the
Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So, well, thanks again for having us.
For sure.
And again,
thanks, Corey.
just briefly, real estate wise, we did say that we will talk a little bit about the market and
Yes.
stuff, and it's picking up. All those buyers that just were sitting on the fence last year with interest rates, they seem to be flocking back.
Well, a lot of people thought the Fed was going to drop the rate, and they never did.
And they thought that
yeah.
prices were going to go with housing,
Yeah,
right.
and prices have not dropped. They've gone
Yeah.
up considerably, you
Yep.
know. So again, let us know. Okay, you can connect with any one of us anytime if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the market. And lastly, everybody knows there's been some big news that's kind of rattled
Yeah.
the real estate world
NAR.
here as of late, and we thought, well, should we talk about this? Should we have a discussion about it? And
We will.
we will,
Yeah.
we will, and like any big thing that happens, with anything, it's always kind of wise to just wait for the dust to settle and see what happens before you form an opinion. So.
Well, it seems like everybody's opinion's a little bit different, and nobody really knows
Right.
quite what's
Yeah.
going to happen
Exactly.
yet.
Right. So
let's let it shake
so
out.
we'll let it shake out here, and I bet we'll have a lot more to talk about it next month. Huh?
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
But anyway, thank you again, Corey.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
been
Appreciate
really
it, man.
fun, man. Target Field. So come on out and enjoy the ballpark. And also thank you to our sponsor, Quinn Bankalari, All Things Insurance. If you need to get a hold of Quinn, his number is 763-645-5450. Website is ATI, All Things Insurance, MN.com. So
Perfect.
ATIMN.com. And we'll see you guys next month. This is Twin Cities on the Move. Thanks for watching.